Welcome everyone, Stumbles here, and today we are back with our Demolish and Build 3 or Break and Make construction. So today's a good day. We are gonna do some more construction. Let's take a look and see what we got in terms of jobs. So I was trying to grind away. I didn't make it very far. We do have a current job that we are in the process of where we are leveling. So news to me here, I don't really know what happened or didn't know what would happen when you quit a job mid-job. So I did that, and it looks like we are going to be back at it. Let's hope that what I did do is saved, or the progress of it has been saved. And it has not, at least from what I can gather right out the gate. So let's zoom out a little bit. Let's go over here, lift up our bucket. Yeah, so, all right, we're going to be doing some leveling. If you watched the previous episode, you know that this was not a strong suit of ours when we did the playground, but I think we sort of learned a lesson. Is you can't go super fast. You have to be slow and controlled about it. And the skid steer is not super powerful when it comes to this. So you have to be a little cautious about it, right? It's not a super strong, well, that's not a good view. It's not super strong when it comes to pushing large piles of dirt. So that's a downside, but let's see. I think we got it all out. Did we get it all out? Yes. So pushing requires a little bit more tact. We have to pick up some of the big piles of dirt because we don't have the, I guess, strength or the proper machine to do that, really. Let's see. I like to get my bucket about level with the tracks, and it typically, I think, is sufficient. So what I'm trying to do is just push it forward to a point that we can dump out a little bit here and dump gradually. That didn't work out that well. Let's dump out all of that. So the downside is I wish we could do like invert this maybe. No, that's not gonna work. My thought was actually, you know what? Hold on, time out. Let's do something a little different. Let's try this. This could be a stupid idea. I want to check how close we are to the ground. All right, let's try that. My thinking is it doesn't fill the bucket and we can level accordingly, but fill in front of us where we need to fill. That's the idea. Whether it's a good idea or not, it's yet to be seen. I'm going to try it anyways. Now let's spin around. Okay, so the bucket apparently still holds dirt magically. That's kind of annoying. So that idea was not that great, which is on me. It'd be nice if that was not a thing, but unfortunately it looks like it might be. All right, so we got a little bit leveled there. Let's lift this up and dump it in our hole. This may not be the best use of the bucket. I'm not sure. And I hate that even if your bucket isn't angled the right way, it'll still put dirt in the bucket. So like I can't smash that down. So that part's kind of annoying. But again, maybe that's how this game works. I don't know. I've never played this before. There's clearly some success with this game because, you know, this is number 3, right? So let's level out our bucket again. I think we're good there. Let's give it a nice little push. The thing is, I don't know where I should dump this stuff aside from the fact that we have a gaping hole over there. Like, where am I supposed to put all this dirt? Because this whole thing is supposed to be level. Should I put it over here? I mean, that logic makes sense a little bit, right? But for now, let's dump it in our hole that is just shy of the amount of dirt it needs. And let's go back on the other side. You know, maybe we could approach it from the other side as well, but I don't feel like I have that kind of skill. So we are not going to do that. Let's grind away at this. Let's get it done. Are we really hung up right now on a freaking tiny little hill? Little mound of dirt? I can't wait until we can buy the big dozer. Alright, so the trick, it's a little tricky because we have to fill up the hole, but at the same time we need to make sure that we're not digging a bigger hole, which does pose problems. Let's try a different tact here. So I know how I like the bucket. We're going to try driving from inside. Okay. So we know we want the bucket approximately that angle. So what we're going to do is we're going to go inside. It looks like 24 degrees. We're going to stick with 24 degrees. Now, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's how you can tell that the bucket's full. So we're going to go dump this out. And I think instead of continuing to fill the hole, I'm going to start dumping it over here. If we need more, I'll worry about that after the fact. All right. So there's that. And now we can operate this bad boy from inside, which seems to be a little bit easier. Let's zoom out a little bit. I don't like that super zoomed in. Because now that we know the angle that we need our bucket at, which is 24 degrees, we can adjust accordingly. Whoa, little one. Okay, there we go. We're going to continue to go down the same path that we were going down. All right, lift it up. We're getting proficient at this. You know, our first leveling job was definitely a learning experience. I did terrible at that. But, you know, you gotta mess with it and figure out what works for you. And so far, this seems to be working for us. So we're going to continue down this path. We're going to angle this a little bit more in the sense that we're going to try and take over some of this other spot. And I noticed dirt peeking up. Back up a little bit here. So do I need to raise this up a little? Maybe we should raise it up a little bit. Let's do that. Let's go with 22 degrees. I feel like that might be better. Just based on looking at like the level, like the laser level and such. To me, it seems like that might be the more appropriate angle for us to target. Gotta watch out for those pesky little mounds of dirt. You know, the skid steer can't seem to handle it. It is 17:45 in the afternoon on the game, which means we're going to be running into some nighttime soon if we don't hustle up. In our last leveling job, we were out there until the wee hours of the morning due to my lack of abilities. So we're going to try and prevent that from happening. We'll aim to finish this at a more appropriate time versus being at like 3 in the morning on the game when it's pitch black out and, you know, we did a terrible job and the kids maybe weren't so happy with their park. I don't know. I'm speculating. All right. You got to be careful when you're dumping, because when you dump, the challenge is that if the mound is too high, your bucket will like continue to hold dirt, which, I mean, doesn't make a lot of sense, but you know, I'm not exactly the expert here. So now we're getting into the bigger mounds, which is gonna cause us with our tiny little bucket here to have to pick stuff up even sooner. And I think this go round here, I'm gonna dump some of this over here. And the reason for that is it's getting a little bumpy. We have to be careful with the bumps for the simple fact that if we're not, we're going to bounce around and make a bigger hole, which we learned on the last leveling exercise that we did, that can be more troublesome than anything, causing us to bounce around and everything. And then we dig a big hole, and then we're out here well past everyone's working day and still trying to level out the ground. Let's bring that to 22 and bring it all the way down and go and pick up some more. All right, we're at 70% of what we need to level, so already progress compared to how we did this the first time. We're getting on with it pretty well, I think. We'll continue to fill in some of these holes because that way it'll save us some hassle as we get closer to these gaps. I'm trying to spread it out to where it's not super annoying. We have to be careful that we don't hit that freaking laser, because we hit that last time and putting it back was not super intuitive. Had no idea what the heck I was doing to be able to get it back. And we just kind of, you know, improvised after I screwed that up. All right, we're getting close to having a nice, beautifully level plot of ground. And the sun hasn't even fully set yet. So look at us go. I'm really apprehensive about these extra, like these holes here. So I'm trying to make sure there's enough dirt there that when I make that pass again, that we don't have an issue. And also, not pro tip, if it might make more sense for you to angle your bucket before you bring it all the way down to avoid any type of accidental button mashing, that you like over angle it and then you dig a hole, which you're trying to avoid, all of that nonsense. So again, that may be a good tip, may not, but that's what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to try and angle it in advance. Let's turn on our lights before it gets too dark. Yep, sure enough, Right as I say, let's turn on our lights, it's almost like it got dark outside. We're still making good progress though. I mean, it's 1950. So for those of you that don't know military time, that is 7 p.m. So not too bad. I think in most cities, counties, like that late night construction that's not allowed. It's a no-go. Vegas, on the other hand, that's like a 24-hour construction place. They build things so darn quick there, it's insane. Again, this is one of those... I just screwed it up. I told you I was going to do it. This is one of those scenarios where that spotlight would be super handy. Y'all, so it's very surprising to me that we have not gotten the 85% marker yet. I haven't seen it pop up, but I feel like we should be close, but I'm just not getting that little ding, and it's looking pretty level to me. So we're gonna check our phone after I dump this, just see where we're at, because my concern is that all of this dirt that I dumped here, because I have nowhere else to put it, is impacting that. So I don't know, but let's take a look at our phone, find out. So if I'm reading this correctly, based on the bar chart, we are close to the 85%. Still got a ways to go for the 100%. So we're getting there. So we'll keep grinding away at it, and we're going to get the 100%. But at this rate, it looks like it's going to take us into the middle of the night again. So even though I feel like I've been more efficient, I am still pulling an all-nighter trying to get this ground level. As you can see, we've hit 100%, lost 100%, hit 100%, so on and so forth. We're going to hop out and see if it sticks. Actually, we could just check on our phone, I suppose. Maybe, maybe not. That seems entirely too complicated. Let's just go to the laptop. Boom, 100%. We did it. An improvement. It's only 11:59 p.m. on the game, so we succeeded. We didn't take until like 4 in the morning. Let's finish the job. We did a good job on that one. All right, y'all, we're back in our office. We're on our computer. We have a total of 13 grand in the bank. Let's see what jobs are available for us. We have a demolish an old farmhouse. That's pretty straightforward and easy. That one would require the wood saw. I think I bought that one. Find out. Attachments. Yep, I have the skid steer saw. I tried that on a concrete building, so there is that. And it didn't seem like a super easy tool to use or effective. Like in this scenario, I feel like I could just drive through the building and it'd be done. So I don't know if I agree with this whole use a skid steer saw. But let's look. We also have this wooden house construction, which I think would be way more interesting. We would need... We'd have to build a wooden structure, heights, and moving light objects. And this is... It doesn't seem like a lot of necessary equipment. Yeah, I mean, the description of it says small wooden house needs building, foundation already laid, no heavy equipment required, limited space. Let's try and take this. Let's see. Place the leftover construction materials in the green area. That's our bonus right there. You get an extra $500. Let's accept this job. Do I need to buy a ladder? I thought we already owned a ladder. That's kind of dumb. We don't own a ladder. All right, we're going to spend $100. We're going to buy a ladder because apparently we don't have one. That's all we need for that job. So let's assign our ladder. And why can't I? Oh, I really don't like that the game doesn't let you click on anything else or do anything when the little saving icon comes up. Like, just save in the background like other games. You don't need to limit my abilities in that time frame. All right, let's go build ourselves a house. It is, geez, what time is it? We took this job stupid early. 3:14 a.m. That was dumb of me. Starting this job very early in the morning. Can't see jack. How do I turn on my darn flashlight? There we go. Boom, flashlight. Hammer. What am I hammering? Just says hammer. We need to bring 6, looks like logs over here. Logs already in range for that. So we need to bring the logs a bit closer. Let's hop in our skid steer. Go pick those up. And we're going to pick up, I believe these are the logs. I know on the ground it tells you what they are. And I'm just very confident that this is what we need. So we're going to pick that up. And we're just going to bring it a tad bit closer so that it turns green for everything we need it to turn green on. We'll set that down right there. I don't even think that you actually have to set it down. Except for maybe for me to get out of this thing. Nope. It ended up working out. Let's get out our hammer. And now we're going to hammer away. Maybe. I don't understand. This is the first step, right? Am I missing something here? We got green. Can I not stand on it when I do it? I am confused. Hammer. Hit it. Do something. Build the floor. Well, I'm trying to build the floor. Or do I just have to, like, set it down? Can't do that. I don't understand here. Wait, maybe I do have to actually set it down. Am I that dumb? It's very possible. Got the hammer again. Nope. Can I pick this up? I mean, step 1 is build the floor. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. But apparently, it's not as easy as you would think. I mean, that logo is pretty straightforward. Everything is straightforward. Do I have nails? Do I... Like, what is the dealio? This is incredibly infuriating. So I don't know how to build the floor. For crap's sake. You have to actually crouch. Do I need to really crouch? Like, can't that just be like an automatic thing? You're gonna make me crouch to do this? That seems really dumb. Well, we figured out how to put the floor together. All right. Floor down after some absolutely ridiculous complications trying to figure out how to do it. But let's grab what's going to actually, well, the beams for the floor are down. I should say that. Let's grab the wood. Plywood? Is that what goes on the floor? I don't really know. Let's bring this over here. Set that down. I don't know if I grabbed the right one, if I'm being honest. Apparently it has to be over there. It can't be where I set it down, because that makes no sense. So let's rotate this darn thing. I'm not noticing this turn green. I think we're grabbing the wrong one. Oh, there's no way this is the wrong one. Oh my goodness. All right, let's set this down. That should give us green flags. I'm not confident that it's giving us all of the green flags. So we're going to set this down here. Get our hammer out again. Drift crouch. Yep, God forbid. All right, there's a section down. Requires 9? That's a lot. All right, so we have the floor complete. We already have these beams here, so we can get working on the actual frame. Probably gonna have to grab some more beams here in a minute. Yep, looking like it's getting empty. Still green. We are not green. Can we go over there? Nope. We're gonna have to pick it up. So let's pick up our... Oh my goodness. Pick up our last couple of... Oy. I got us all jacked up with an angle and everything. Let's bring this right over here. That's nearby. We're gonna need more. I'm gonna bring that over here as well. Just set that down right there. And we'll get out. All right. Everything's in proximity now. Can I pick up an empty pallet? Of course not. Or maybe it's because I have my hammer. I don't know. All right, we're gonna have to pick that up. Try putting away our hammer. Oh, you can pick up the pallet. Thank goodness. I was worried that was gonna be an irritation that I was not gonna want to participate in. We're getting close here. Oh, I can take some with me? Oh my gosh. I'm a moron. That's 3. Oh, geez. That really doesn't need to be that complicated, I guess. But I like to make things complicated. I mean, I could take the pallet over there. That's probably more efficient. But for just a few more pieces that need to be attached, I don't feel like it's necessary. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the more dumb way to do it. But I think that actually works out pretty well. It's 3 or 7, 4. Yeah, we're gonna have to grab another pallet and just take it on over there, because this is incredibly inefficient. Lesson learned. It's kind of what we do here. do shit the hard way. Let's get rid of this pallet. Boom. Didn't really throw it. To clear up we have on the ground here, let's at least use what logs or timber have actually brought over here. Let's see, do that one. Okay. And that still needs 7 of them. Right, we can turn off our lights on our skid steer since it's becoming daytime. Let's move this all the way to the front. Everything about the way I'm moving this pallet is incredibly unsafe. Exit blocked. Okay. BS. Alright, let's put the rest of this thing together. Boom. Exterior walls completed. Now we need to do struts, so I need my ladder. If I can get it out of this freaking thing. Alright, ladder. We might as well... Nope, I don't want to climb the darn thing yet. Get another pallet of the timber while we're at it, because I think it's going to take quite a bit. So we'll put the other one on this side. I will say I enjoy the building more than I enjoy the leveling, at least at this juncture. Even though I would actually kind of probably really enjoy driving a skid steer. Time to hammer away at some struts. It's really finicky. Do I need to do that first? Is that what it's telling me? Where's that? Okay. That kind of makes sense. Maybe not. I don't know. Why is it so darn wildly crazy? Alright, we're gonna have to move the ladder. Alright, that is really kind of annoying how sensitive that is. Alright, now let's do lower struts, I'm assuming. It is really being quite annoying. Like, you can't have your head poking up there too much or it like freaks out. That's so annoying to move my ladder so frequently. But, you know, maybe that's the way it is kind of in real life, is like you have to actually move your ladder a lot. I don't know. I haven't built a house, so, you know, probably just I'm an idiot. Or I don't know. But it's not easy getting it to cooperate. Do I have enough logs? Is that the problem I'm running into? I think that might be the problem I'm running into. But before we do that, let's go over here because we missed part of the frame. We gotta do this over here. Is it really not close enough? Come on. What a bunch of nonsense. Try again. All right. I think the issue over there is that we need to take our pallet in order to be able to finish this up. So you go over here, hop in our skid steer, grab our pallet, and then we'll take that onto the other side. I think we'll go back this way. Oop. Sorry, neighbor. Jace! Gonna have to get them a new trash can. exit blocked. How do you figure? I don't know what was different there. Okay, so we got that now. That's highlighting. Am I really not close enough to get that again? The roof frame is complete. The speed at which our dude walks up this freaking ladder is so annoying. All right, now we need to do what? I need some flags to tell me here. So we need... All right. I have a feeling we're going to need to move that bad boy over here, or at least close to it. Let's at least put together some of it, and let's see what that entails and how close it really needs to get. That takes across the whole side, so I only need to bring that other pallet over here. Clear as mud. Let's go pick up the rest of the roofing. Definitely don't want to run into the porta-john. I don't know if that's enough, but we're going to try it anyways. Oop. Get out our hammer. Is that really not close enough? Or is it that? Did I grab the wrong thing? Highly probable. Yep, I grabbed the wrong thing. Fuck's sake. That's on me. I guess even looking at the texture of the wood was a pretty clear giveaway on which one I need to pick up, because that's what we put up the first time, but, you know. Clearly, I'm not super skilled at this. That is not evident. This should still do it. God, hopefully I don't ever have to build a house in my real life, because I'd be screwed. There we go. And we have our ceiling panels installed. We need to install our rooms, the beams. There's one. It's getting tricky to navigate in here. I saw something that they added a third person view. I don't know how to get to the third person view. All right, I don't know if that third person camera view is supposed to be for machinery, but that already existed. So in their latest update, I don't know why they would talk about adding a third person camera view when I don't feel like that's really a new feature. And our logs are just out of reach, so we gotta bring those over. I'm calling them logs. I don't actually know if they are logs or not. It might be more wise to go this direction. Hopefully the excavator doesn't take damage, because I am beating this thing up. Oop. And we already know that this is going to have to come over here. And since we're in the excavator, might as well pick it up. And I'm going the wrong direction, trying to climb a tree. And we can put that down. All right. We should be solid for the most part. But, you know, I've been wrong before. All right. We now have the interior frame. Let's put up some walls. Boom. Looking pretty good. Other than our office that we built at the very beginning of the game. Starting to look like we might actually be gaining some skills at stuff other than pushing dirt around. I don't think I'm close enough for that one. Can hang that up though. The drywall, because that's close. Drywall's taken care of on that side. What is this? Oh, you have to drywall that part? I guess that makes sense. It's looking pretty good if I do say so myself. And we're going to take this one here. Specifically because it's full and I don't know what's left on the other one. And if we try and take the other one and then, you know, it's not quite enough, then that would be irritating. I'm just gonna run over everything on the way there, destroy my truck. Man, I'm a disaster. Just waiting to happen. And that's close enough, I think. It's not close enough. Son of a cocker spaniel. Let's knock out this wall first. That way we don't run into the risk of like moving this and then have to bring it back again. All right. One last move of this and we should be good. Let's move this pallet out of the way because I'm clearly just running everything over and I'm a liability. What am I missing? Oh. Jace. Jace Louise. Up we go. Okay, there's that. Can I get higher? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is happening? What am I doing? How do you reset yourself? Someone help. All right. I was stuck there for a minute. That was no good. But we're good. We're back at it. Gotta go to the other side over here and add this portion that I totally missed. Are we not putting on the roof, or am I putting on the roof? I don't know the answer to that question. I think I am supposed to put on the roof, but I don't entirely know how. Do I have to attach it from there? Is that what I gotta do? Pick this up. Go over here. Gosh. Alright, now climb up. I think that's green. Yep, it was green. I'll be damned. Place the leftover construction materials in the green area for the bonus. For the bonus. We're going for the bonus because that's not that difficult. Although my driving is questionable at best. We should be able to just back this one up though. And place it over here. And how much of it does it actually have to be in the green area? Can I stack it like a uncoordinated, unorganized asshole? Because that's what I'm going to do. Oh, sorry about your new house. Don't mind me. Just trying to be an efficient skid steer driver, which is clearly not working out. That cone really was getting me. What's the deal here? There we go. We go. Swing around. Porta potty. Porta john. What do you guys call it? You call it porta potty? Porta john? I think you can call it whatever you want. Oh, there's another pallet over here. I was like, where? There's two. The son of a gun. Alright, so we built our first house. We're just organizing for an extra 500 buckaroos. Putting all this extra material in the green area. But we learned a lot on this one. We learned how close things need to be. We learned I can pick stuff up by hand, which probably should have already known that. But it looks pretty good. It's not quite finished. I would imagine as time goes on and we get more experience, maybe we complete the whole build. I don't really know. I was gonna say, what else do I need to place in there? All right, I'm pretty sure that's it. Let's get out. Let's check our computer, and we did it. 100%. Finish her up. All right, that gives us a balance of $19,070. We have some more construction jobs going on here. We have a wooden house construction again, which interesting. We already did that. For the sake of not doing repetitive work in this series necessarily, we won't do that one yet, at least, where I can grind that out and do it on my own, so that way we can have some more money for other things. Demolish the old farmhouse, that's gonna be an easy one. And then we have this broken pipe replacement. My thinking, this job has stuck around. We have enough to buy the mini excavator now. I don't know if I want to do it with a mini excavator. A pipe broke under the road. We require a skillful operator to dig it out and replace it with a new one. So I'll take a look at the excavator, see if the mini excavator works for what we want to do here. And this may be the job we do on our next episode. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, what you want to see me work on next, or what you want me to screw up next. And we'll get after it. But thank you all for joining. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you again in the next episode where we make or break and make a bunch of crap.